Hi, my name is Byron Laws. I'm the Director of Sales for the Americas region for Nova TechSet, which is a division of Katalyst Technologies. With new tools and technologies, new suppliers, new publishers coming up, it's really hard to kind of freeze it in time at any moment and say, okay, this is the publishing industry the way that it is right now. That makes it very difficult as a services provider to interact with that industry. On one hand, you know what you do well. Nova TechSet offers editorial services and page composition services. We convert things from one file format to another. We do art creation and content creation. We provide technology tools and platforms that are part and parcel of supplying those types of services. But in terms of what we do, it's changing constantly. As we talk about, where we might project ourselves 5 to 10 years from now, we have to start thinking about what will publishers need 5 to 10 years from now in terms of the services that they might purchase. And then when you think about what do publishers need, of course, publishers are themselves a service body. They provide access to content and in some cases marketing for that content to their constituents, whether it's the reader, the subscriber, or the author. So we have to think about a very broad mandate or set of circumstances when we think about, okay, where are we going to focus our efforts in terms of going forward in publishing? We're good at what we do. We know this business inside and out, but we only know the way that it used to be done. We don't know the way that that'll be done in the future. We can make some guesses. We know that things have to move quicker. We know that we need to be more cost effective in order to compete with competitors in our market. We're talking about things like using artificial intelligence for language analysis, for intelligent language analysis and the copy editing routines, so that we're taking more of the heavy lifting off of the editorial person's plate and putting it where it belongs with the machine, so that you have a computer, an algorithm that sorts through a scientific article and assesses language quality. That would be our CC3 tool, contextualized copy editing with 3 levels of output. But generally speaking, what we're shooting for here is to reduce the heavy lifting, so to speak, to reduce the amount of effort that's required and increase the amount of automation that can be put in place so as to shorten schedules and reduce cost. This is an international body, it's a nonprofit, and it represents all the constituents in scholarly publishing, from the librarians to the publishers to the authors to the editors. Being a member of SSP is something that's been important to my career. I have been a member of SSP since roughly 2000, 2001, so nearly 20 years now. And over the period of those years, I have served as a volunteer on the marketing committee, on the education committee, on the finance committee, and since the last few years I was elected treasurer for the organization. As I say, it's kept me connected with the scholarly publishing field globally and with all of those colleagues that I've known for many years. For Katalyst and for Nova TechSet, I think it gives us a little bit of additional market presence, and it gives us an exposure to a certain level of decision makers in the market that we would not otherwise have as a services supplier. When I was 19, I went on a mission for the Mormon Church, and I did 2 years in Mississippi and Louisiana as a missionary, and I always refer to this as my most challenging sales position. If you can imagine selling a new religion to people who are, well steeped in the religion that they have chosen already, it can be complicated at times and requires a lot of it requires a thoughtful approach, to accepting people's belief system and trying to persuade them to see things from a different point of view. And I think that has served me really well in my technology and in my sales career, in my publishing career, in that oftentimes you are working with publishers who have done things in a certain way for decades, if not centuries. And you're trying to walk in and say to them, yeah, okay, all respect to the way that you've done this for a very long time. There may be another way to do it now. And that new way could save some time, and it could save some money, and it could help you become more effective at performing your mission.